Sarah Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life. So I was just messing around making the coolest metal looking papers. So I have gold, copper, and silver, and I thought that you might like to know how to do this too. So we're going to be using Tim Holtz Distress ink. Okay, that's what kind of makes this splotchy stuff. I'm going to be using some bronze and copper paint, some gold paint. I don't have any silver paint, but I do have shimmery silver other stuff. And then we're going to be using our oxides. So let's get started. And I'll call out the oxides and the things that I'm using so you will know what I use. Now, you can use anything. This isn't like there's no rules here. So the first thing we're going to start with is I'm going to do the acrylic paint on the back of the gold and on the back of the copper. So this is just a really bizarre gold thing I bought at Joann's, and I can't tell you what it is. It's like really super thick gold paint, but it's wonderful. I will be sad when it's gone. And then I have plaid, folk art, bright gold. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and then acrylic paint, you can water down before it dries, right? And we're going to smudge those together, and we're going to just put some gold behind this page. All right, so let's see if we can get some on the edges. Get some on the corners. All right, that's good enough. So that's gonna be our gold. Now let's clean this up, and we're gonna put the copper behind, because you really should try to let acrylic paint dry. I do dry it sometimes, but you should try to let acrylic paint dry because it's plastic, and so it's not a real great idea to heat plastic. So now we need our copper. So I'm just gonna use a titch of bronze and then some copper. And this will just give us a little shimmery in the background, which you'll see later turns out to be amazing. Okay, so let's get our water. Just a little bit of water in there. Okay, we got our copper. And you won't see this other than to notice that there's shine behind it, okay? So don't be nervous. Don't try to make this perfect. This is not a perfect layer, and this is cheap paint from Michael's. So this is not anything fancy. Okay, now this is a project where I don't always clean up between my layers, but this is definitely a project where you have to clean up between your layers. I'm gonna set this one aside to dry. And on this one, I'm going to get my smudgy rag, and I'm just going to try to get a teeny bit of these, I guess they could look like veins in the gold, but I just wanted to knock them down a tiny bit. I saw them sitting over there. All right, now, so that's our gold and our copper. We're going to do our silver more so now, and I'm going to start with this blue silver because I don't really have any silver acrylic paint, and we're just going to put this on the back, and this is a Shimmer Mist, okay? So this is a this is going to give us a little bit of color and a little bit of shimmer in here. And then I'm going to use, this is called Perfect Pearls. I think it's called something else now, but I'm going to put some of this on here. I'm just trying to get some shine back here. And then I'm actually going to take some of this off because I don't want it to be blue. I just want it to have a hint of color back here with some shine. So this, you won't see most of this. Okay, and we're going to dry it. Okay, awesome. So anything you can do to make your silver one have a little shine in the background, or if you have silver paint would be the easiest way. Okay, so next we're gonna go with black soot frayed burlap and hickory smoke. So I have both liquid and solid distress. And I'm going to start with just the black soot and the hickory smoke. And I want to kind of smudge them around a little bit. And I'm just trying to get some color on here. This is going to be, you're not ever going to even notice this layer because we're going to have so many other layers on here. So I'm just trying to get this to have a little bit of color. All right, nice. We're doing something here. Okay. And then we're going to dry it. So if you want Distress Oxide to look cool and like grungy and layery, you have to heat set it between each layer. Otherwise, it just reacts to itself. So let's go ahead and clean this off because we want to get our colors super vibrant. I'm going to do a layer of just the black soot. I'm going to put a bunch of it on there. And then I'm just spraying it with a little bit of water. Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, and then I'm going to do some water and do a couple spritzes of the hickory smoke. And then I'm going to dry this. So this time, this layer, I'm going to do black soot. I'm going to do a little bit of frayed burlap, not as much as the black soot. And then I'm going to do the hickory smoke. I'm running out of water in my squirty bottle. Okay, we got that. We got this. We got that. Ooh, now we're getting some silver look there. Nice. That is looking good. Okay, I need a layer of really, like I want to have like these edges covered in a color because I don't like to have white edges. So I'm just going around and putting that hickory smoke on here to get color on, and I will probably go in with the black soot, but you can see that frayed burlap is really adding an extra color. And the thing about metal is it's not one color, it's a bunch of different colors. So let's dry this and let's finish it up with one more black soot. And now the cool thing is if you get up tomorrow and you don't feel like you have enough, you can just put on another layer. This is the most forgiving medium that I've ever worked with. How are we doing? Okay, let's get some water on here. Let's get some more black soot on here. And that looks like, it looks like metal. So I might do a couple of like high up squirts of the hickory smoke just to add some pitting to it. And I'm going to call this one done for now. So we're going to go on to the gold. The gold is fun, so I am going to do boop, boop, boop. Distress Oxide Fossilized Amber. And then this is Marmalade. So this is kind of a, and this, if it has a shaker ball, shake it, right? chicken. Okay. Oh, I have to find a clean finger. Okay. So now we're just going to go. Remember, we do this first one just all higgledy-piggledy. We don't need to worry about anything on this first one. We're not trying to cover any specific place. We're just trying to get color onto this paper. Yay. Okay. And now we'll give this one a quick dry. And this time, I'm just going to do the orange marmalade. I'm going to put quite a bit on there. Smudge it around. Oh, and I'm going to get this paper wet because this is one I want it to cover lots of this paper because I don't want to have too much, I don't want to have any white on my paper. But this is going to be an intermediary layer, and then I'm probably going, see, I love how that is. And then I'm going to do the final layer in the fossilized amber gold color. Ooh, this is great. This is going good. Okay. So let's clean this up. Let's dry this. And then our last one is going to be fossilized amber. And I'm going to try to get that in splotches. I want to break that up so there's no like lines. Let's get that hole filled. Okay, I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to fill that in. Just going around where there's extra spaces. Okay, and that one's done. We could dry it. Okay, and our last one we're gonna do is copper. And I feel like this one's a little miracle. It's so amazing. So I am going to use spiced marmalade to start. I think if you bought any two, I'd buy the spiced marmalade and the fossilized amber because you can make the copper and the gold with those two. Okay, we're just gonna smudge this around. Because I want to get a, like a lighter color in here to start. Okay. So now we have the copper color underneath with that light layer. We're going to dry this one real quick. Okay, now we're going to use Vintage Photo. And for this one, I want this to be one of those ones that covers a lot of it. So I'm going to spray this, I'm going to spray this. It's kind of like there's always one in the middle where you want to try to get a good layer of coverage. Ooh, that's good. That's good because we got our copper here. Ooh, nice. Okay. There we go. And see, that copper color from the paint is coming up through it. And then the Distress Oxide is taking away some of the brightness. Because I don't want this to be bright copper. I want this to be dirty, dingy copper. Okay, now here's our surprise layer. We're going to take a little bit of frayed burlap. And this is the only color I know that does this. So I don't often say you need to have a color, but this frayed burlap is the only one I know that does this. And then we're going to go in with a final layer of spiced marmalade. Okay, so we want a little this. We want this to be smudgy a little bit. And we're going to come in here, we're going to do this. And the frayed burlap is making the copper patina in there. So it's not bright, it's just subtle. And if you want more copper patina in there, you could just take a wee little bit of the frayed burlap, like a tiny bit. Do a squeege, rub it out. So the more copper burlap you put in there, the more patina it's gonna look like it has, right? And that is really, that to me was like the coolest thing. Watch what happens when I dry it. And I am going to do my last little, I'd like it to be, I'm even gonna put a titch of I'm gonna put a little bit of the vintage photo, which is where? Okay, so I'm gonna do that little trick at the very end that I do, where I take just a little bit of this, and we're gonna color in the white spots, because I could try to get rubbing it, but it hasn't worked to date. So the chances that I would be able to get this on the edges perfectly are pretty slim. So I just go around and do a little bit, and then anything that's left I can smudge on top like that. I want to break up that line there, but that looks great. That's just fine. So let me dry this real quick and we'll finish up. So there you go, 3 different kinds of metal paint. We have the silver, we have the gold, and we have the copper. Hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.